morning everybody and welcome to the vlog. We got Tyson here, one of the rarest animals at the Reptarium. There's only about 2 of these in the entire world as he tries to eat me. Today we're gonna go over the most rare, what a silly little guy. We're gonna go over the most rare animals that we have here at the Reptarium. So let's get started. Ivy, our green anaconda. I love this cage because it literally feels like a little chunk out of the Amazon. She's packed there, she got her little water right here. The upgrade that she's gonna have at the Legacy, I can't wait for you guys to see that. If you're lucky, I might even throw you in the water with her. I know my dad would enjoy that. But what makes Ivy, our green anaconda, so rare, not many people necessarily work with green anacondas. You know, they take a lot of space. They're pretty particular. They kind of got a bad rap unless you know a lot about them. But not only that, it's the size of her. She's one of the biggest that, you know, Big J and I have ever seen. When we were traveling around the country with my dad, we stopped at a lot of zoos, a lot of reptile collections, a lot of reptile zoos, and really, if I'm remembering correctly, maybe 1, maybe 2 comparative size that we have found that's like Ivy. That's what makes her so rare, is her size. I saw Tarzan, the real Tarzan, holding her, freaking huge. He's a big guy. She kind of made him look small. One of the most beautiful snakes that we have, and surprisingly, one of the rarest too.
Obviously, we're talking about rare animals today, and you can't talk about rare animals without Gotti, the Bullet's python. These guys are so freaking cool, but also so rare. So these guys only come from the Clouded Mountains of Papua New Guinea. Like, the mileage that they're in is only like 5 to 10 miles. It's something very, very small. And I know a lot of people are like, 10 miles, that's a long time. Some animals go for states and hundreds of miles and thousands of miles. And these guys only come from a 5 to 10 mile radius. And if you think about it, the globe is huge, and that's a small portion. I think since 2004, there's only been a couple hundred imported into the US, and nobody can breed these guys. All the other pythons people are producing eggs, and like most pythons lay like anywhere from 10 to 100 plus eggs. Nobody has produced these guys in captivity. That's so crazy. But they do get massive. Like, Bugatti is 2 years old now, and I would say he's a good like 6.5 feet stretched out because he's taller than I am. But these guys get like 9-10 feet and like solid. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but that's like solid. It's as big as my face. Crazy pythons. Super cool, super rare. And look how cute he's been doing so good here at the Reptarium. We hope that he continues to do well, especially when moving across to the Legacy. He gets a new enclosure. I'm so excited. It's a rainbow snake.
You got Leonardo and Donatello and AJ here. AJ's pretty rare, Floridian. He's the only one I know. Only one in the world. That's pretty special. Two-headed turtles aren't as rare as AJ here, but they're still very uncommon. We actually have 2.
Oh, there he is.
There he is back there.
What up, Chopsticks? He's waving.
He's like, hey, what's going on? Now, we got this guy as an adult, and so I don't really know. I don't know. He's a little bit smaller than our boy Chopstick here. AJ, do you know anything about two-headed turtles?
They are really rare, very uncommon. Like, they all come in different sizes, like you said, like full grown, pretty tiny. Chopsticks, maybe 2 times the size.
That's pretty cool too.
I only think it's a girl because, like, don't girls have like little nails?
Yeah,
and
you're
like,
right, you're right.
Chopsticks must be a boy because boys have like long nails and they go
do
like
thing.
this. Yeah.
Hey baby,
to their
that's
face.
how I got my girlfriend. Now, two-headed turtles seem a little more resilient than, say, two-headed snakes. Seems like they live a little bit longer. Maybe their digestion or something. I don't know. I don't really know what the details are that make the turtles last longer. It seems more common to have a two-headed turtle than a two-headed snake. Ben and Jerry. Now, AJ, look at this. An adult two-headed snake. Now, honestly, that's pretty rare. I don't know how many adult two-headed snakes there are in the world.
Adult is crazy.
Yeah.
Normally, they're like
babies.
maybe this big. Like, they hatch, but then they die because it's so rare.
It's true, and sadly, we know that firsthand. My dad loved two-headed animals. He just thought they were great educational pieces and just so interesting. So he sadly bought a lot of two-headed snakes, but they just didn't make it that long, except for Big Ben and Jerry here. Reiterating some of the facts that we talked about, is you don't know what their internal organs are looking like. You don't know if they're gonna be able to feed because it's, you know, it's two heads.
In my opinion, this is the biggest two-headed snake I've seen.
What are you guys doing?
We're talking about the rare animals and how rare Ben and Jerry is.
I got something way more rare than that.
Let me guess.
I'm here with Stitch, and I mean, if we're talking about rare and peculiar animals, look at this thing. It literally does not get more rare, more crazy than this. Here, hear me out for a second. Find me an animal that's like a bear and like a cat and also like a ferret and that's this cute. Like, you're not gonna find one. Nothing is this rare. And honestly, we can even talk about, like, you can barely even see them at zoos. Like, that's literally how rare they are. It's a very small amount of people that have binturongs, Asian bear cats, and especially people that, like, you interact and you handle them. A lot of the binturongs that I've seen at zoos actually are just display animals. They are very rarely used as interaction animals. So that makes Stitch himself even more rare. That was actually so scary. Look at this thing. Everything about him is just rare. Look at his feet. And as you guys know, they have those semi-retractable claws. You see, even just the way he holds his food and the way he sits and the way he acts, everything about him is just so like weird. Don't get me wrong, those two-headed snakes, the monitors, sure, they're rare, they're cool, but this thing, out of this world. What you doing?
I'm opening some of the gifts from the Amazon wish list.
Anything cool?
Yes. This thing, look at that. We already have some up actually right here. A little ball for Matilda so she could forage a little bit.
Oh my God,
This is super cool. This came from Michelle Smith in Buffalo. And it's a brush for, and the tortoises will love it. We'll hang it up and like Javi will rub all over it, Brillo.
Like a little tortoise car wash.
Yeah, it's not like a.
I've seen that.
Don't
Scratch
owls
post.
have those? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll tell you one thing that's not rare is our awesome fans, dude.
That's true, that's true.
This one's huge.
Yep.
Do you want to open that one?
Yeah. Footsteps, like you said.
Whoa, it's in a gift
this
wrap.
There you go.
That's it.
Oh.
What the heck?
Whoa, dude.
Keep your gifts.
There's two.
This literally came from Spain.
Came from España?
Yeah.
Muy baño.
Wait, many bathrooms.
It's in another box.
Open it.
This is cool bag, man. I can put like,
Me and anything.
yeah, really.
Oh, it's like, it's metal.
It's a
Oh,
fence.
it's a hay feeder. Well, where Matilda and Javi are going to be sharing an enclosure at Legacy. Holds a whole bale of hay so they can forage all throughout the day.
Oh, thank you guys so much for the support. This is crazy, awesome. You guys are the best. Link in the description. Buying little stuff, we'll have it at the Reptarium, and you know that you bought it. That's pretty sweet.
To our subscribers and to our followers, you guys are absolutely crushing it. Every day I come in, these enclosures are tricked out with more and more stuff. Look at, we got the brush right here. Chelsea's setting up the hay baler. Look at that.
I just, thank you. So sweet.
Love it.
So jacked up on caffeine, I'm ready for anything.
You're in rare form, Mike.
Talk about rare animals, dude. You gotta get in rare form. I feel like Chandler with this hair. Shout out to
You
Chandler.
do have a Chandler vibe going right now.
I'm dizzy. We're talking about
And
rare
I'm the
animals.
consider. I tried to talk and it did not work out.
And I know that we're talking about rare animals. Now, a lot of you guys don't think that Lucy or Juliet is a rare animal. Now, we're not talking about the morphs of these big retics. Because if we were going to talk about Neapolitan or
Yeah.
Perdita.
What we're talking about is their size. I mean, how many people have a snake this big in their house? Or, okay, Mike, his energy is a little too much right now. We have still be careful. These are very big snakes. So we have Miss Juliet, of course, and then Miss Lucy. And these are what we think are the largest snakes in the state of Michigan right now. So, I mean, how many people have that?
Yeah, Lucy's about 21 feet long. She's still longer than Juliet. She just doesn't have that weight. Now, Juliet's just under 19 feet. We have a whole video about it. But she's also just under 200 pounds. These guys have the potential to get 250 pounds. To think that Juliet's almost there, insane. By far the biggest snakes we have. Look how long Lucy is. I know she doesn't have that girth. But like in the wild, retics are not very big, heavy-bodied snakes. They are long and slender. They have a fast metabolism.
She was sitting on some pee. We had to clean
She
it.
pee-peed.
So thank you for.
It's a good thing you're the pee-pee queen.
I don't know if that's good.
I don't think that's right. You can't say that.
Anyways, big retics, not so much the morphs again, it's the size. Not many people have giant retics as pets or even in zoos and stuff. You don't see them this big. It's awesome.
Cool. Good job. Guys,
And as you see, something awesome's pretty happening down here. It's like a spring break training camp. Bunch of kids here. They're actually here all week, every day, like for the entire day. They're learning about reptiles, they're helping clean, all the little things about being like a little zookeeper. You want to check it out? This is going to be like an annual thing. We have a summer camp coming up too. So that's all on thereptarium.com. If you're local in Michigan, go there. Your kid, you want to get rid of them for a week, or they just want to come for a week, send them on over. We're happy to help. And look, they all have the same water bottle with stickers and stuff, so that's probably a part of it. That's super cool. And back to our boy Tyson here. Albino box turtles. Now, box turtles aren't that extraordinarily rare, but the albino is. Why that is, no idea. Our boy Mike, he knows a little bit more about box turtles. Why don't we ask him? We got Tyson here.
Hey, my dog.
You want to hold him?
Yeah?
Okay, I want to ask you,
Okay.
what makes Tyson here so rare?
Tyson is one of 3 eastern box turtles in the entire world that we know of again.
Albino Eastern or just?
Oh yeah, albino eastern box
Oh,
turtle.
okay.
Eastern box turtles you can actually find all throughout the U.S., especially on the eastern side, hence eastern. Going on 2 years old, which is crazy because he's like quadrupled in size since we got
No,
him.
he's like the size of my thumb, I feel like. You were weighing him by the gram. It was like
Oh, I still have to.
2 grams.
Yes. He was 3 grams when we first got him. Now he's like 35 grams.
10 times the size.
What?
10 times the gram.
10 times the gram. I like Graham Hancock.
Who's that?
Want to ask me what animal I think is the rarest? Well, I'll tell you which one I think I love the most that's the rarest. That is Matilda, the Aldabra tortoise. Only like 18 years old, but the cool thing about them is that they live upwards of like 150, sometimes more years. How many animals do you know can do that? Probably up there with some of the longest lifespans in an animal on Earth. Actually just met her parents that gave her to us from Ohio. She has a lot of personality. Every time I come by, she pretty much recognizes me. She remembers me. She peeks up. She looks interested. Just wait until you rub her neck. She kind of extends it. Well, she's not doing that right now, which is Matilda. Come on. She's a little sleepy right now, so we'll give her a break on that.
We can't talk about a rare
Oh, look at him. Come on.
without
Come
talking
on.
about chicken strip.
Oh, he's feisty.
He's
Come
a
on.
little
Here, you
icy
want
little
this?
nugget. Literally, chicken nugget strip. How rare is a guy like this?
When it comes to albino Nile monitors,
Look at
to
his teeth.
our knowledge, he's the only one in the entire world that we know of. Now, if you guys remember,
I remember.
your dad actually bought another baby, and unfortunately, it didn't make the trip over to the U.S.
Yeah,
So-
that was a sad unboxing.
In his office, preserved jar.
Yeah. So there's
So
two.
we have two, and one's alive.
It's not our fault though.
So yeah, chicken strip is the only albino Nile monitor in the world that we know of, and as you guys know, he's had a history here of being a little crazy. Within the last year, we got him using tongs,
And the ball.
and now he's starting to react to the ball. I don't know how much he sees it, so I'm more of a,
I think he does
a
see it 'cause
vocalization.
he's, you know, he's snapping at it a little bit. You see?
And then we just feed him his food. Yeah, we used to have to leave it in here, and then you have to find it, and then eat it, and then he would not eat if you were standing at the glass.
So like, why do you think a Nile monitor albino is so rare? There's a handful. I mean, there's a lot of albino Asian water monitors. Why
So
not?
I think a lot of it is to do with the, what's the word I look for, the demand for Asian water monitors, because they're a lot more favorable in captivity because they typically are a lot more docile. They've been in captivity so long and so many generations in captivity. A lot of them are very calm, like all the ones that we have, versus chicken strip. Nile monitors are known for being a little bit feisty.
Not as many like breeders of Nile, you think? Maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's the few that have been doing it for a long time. I'm not sure exactly who's breeding, but I mean, on all the times that I've heard people have Nile monitors, I've only heard a handful of them being like, oh, I chill with my Nile monitor on my couch.
I know a guy.
Do you?
Mods Exotics.
What up, Dom?
You know what we're talking about? Dom, the guy we bought the boa for.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about. He's a
Hey,
good
another rare reptile that we have here.
J Tingle.
Chicken strip here is the most rare, the rarest animal that we have here in the Reptarium, actually, which is pretty impressive.
Chicken strip, one more. Come on. I'm so happy he's eating off tongs and reacting to the ball.
Those teeth are scary, dude. Hiccup our snowblind albino Asian water monitor. Well, this guy is super special because he's the snowblind. Supposedly he's the only one in the country, but even if you make Google searches, honestly, ours is the only one that pops up. Find any other collections that have them. So my dad said it was the only one in the country. I don't know how many there are in the world. Like I said, couldn't even find it on Google. He is extraordinarily rare as well. Not only that, he's beautiful. Look at that, those yellows. I mean, it looks like pee-pee snow. Just saying, don't eat the yellow snow, kids. It's pee.
Jay, come here.
What's going on?
Did you know that we got spring break camp right now?
Yeah, me and Noah just did a thing about it.
No. But did you see it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're right here. They're doing a presentation right now. It's really cool.
But did you see their shirt?
no, what's with their shirts? Let's go see.
Look, let's check out the shirt.
Oh, they're cute.
Aren't they so cute?
Those are awesome.
How much are you loving spring break camp?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10? What do we got to do to get the other point?
You already got 10 out of 10 from me. Maybe a spot.
A what?
Fish spa. Come on, take your boots off, get up there, put your feet in that fish spa. I better get a 10 out of 10. Get your socks off, come on, what are you doing?
I was gonna dip my hand.
Now what?
10 out of 10.
You heard it here first, 10 out of 10, spring break camp.
And as you see, we have a bunch of extraordinarily rare animals here at the Reptarium, which honestly I think makes it even that much more special for people like you to come and visit. We got our girl Freya here. Are there quite a few albino alligators? sure. But at the end of the day, it's a jet white albino alligator. If you go to Gatorland, I mean, geez, they got a whole handful of albinos. But to get some that you guys can actually hold, I mean, there's two. You can hold Salt, you can hold Freya. That's really rare. Again, thank you guys all for the support. We appreciate it. You guys are absolutely crushing it. Dang, super loyal to us. We cannot express our gratitude enough for you sticking it out with us. Speaking about headbutt.
Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, there's a playlist that you can watch all kinds of videos. You can also hit that subscription button. It would mean a lot to me. Also, hit that like button while you're down there. Have a wonderful day, Reptile Army. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you in the next one.